Hello and welcome back to the Coaches Show on SportsNetUSA.net. My name is Ryan Osborn, and right now behind us, it's the homecoming game for Fullerton College. Fullerton College versus Grossmont, and we have interviews from parents and players that are relevant here to the Fullerton College Hornet athletic program. So since this is the Coaches Show, we like to talk to anyone who's relevant here around the program, and right now we have ourselves a parent. It's Mr. Gilbert Yance, the parent of Quentin Yance here on the Fullerton College football team. Mr. Yance, how did you get Quentin into football?
It was kind of hard. He didn't really want to play, but I always see he had his pace that he had. You know, his speed off the ball. You know, you can't match that. You know, when he played at Corona Centennial, Coach Logan said he was an elite pass rusher. He set records there at Centennial. He has a sack record right now. He was a Pac-5 champion, beat St. John Bosco, played against De La Salle. Obviously, we lost that game, but you know, he anchored the defense for that school. So,
How does it feel to see your son exceed at such a high level?
you know, he's just amazing to watch. If you watch him off the ball, his speed, he's fearless. You know, when we played Long Beach Poly, some of the kids were like 6'8", 350 pounds, and he just broke them. You know, his speed, if you watch him play, they don't set up on him. They won't get in a three-point stand. The only one I ever seen get in a three-point stand was Boss Tagaloa for De La Salle, and you know, Quentin had tackle for losses in that game, so he made big plays in that game. So.
Now, going from Corona Centennial to Fullerton, where he has been exceeding here, what allowed him to choose Fullerton?
Well, I went to a Fullerton College thing with one of my friends, and we met the coach, and we just liked the embrace. First we went to Riverside, and they didn't. I don't know if they knew what he had done. You know, the records he set at Centennial. He had 107 tackles, 12 and a half sacks, 6 pass deflection. He was a first Pac-5 All-CIF player for Centennial. You know, he beat Will Sutton's record there, and they had the hardest schedule, you know, in the nation that year. So it was a big deal. They played Bishop Gorman. You know, they played all the big schools, Trinity League, beat Mater Dei. If you watch the under the radar Mater Dei game, he set the pace. He had 2 sacks in the first half that just stopped them. They gave up like three points the first half. So, you know, when he gets going, he gets going. I mean, you know, you see the defense here. They only gave up like I think 8 yards. You know, one of the games here. So their defense is. This is the best team I've ever seen him ever play on. This team is solid. I don't see this team getting beat. They're solid everywhere.
You mentioned just 8 yards rushing. That was in the Mount Sac game against Fullerton, which Fullerton did take in a victory. Now, to have such a good player, you have to have a good family around him and support. How do you support a college football player?
We just talk every day. You know, we talk every day. I encourage him. You know, I tell him what his mistakes are. You know, I don't coddle him. You know, if he does something wrong, I tell him. You know, I tell him. You know, and you know, he don't have a big head. He really could care less. Truthfully, I wish he cared a little bit more. He just does it with a mean spirit. His best thing about him is motor. He doesn't get tired. You know, he's on it.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate you coming on the show with us, and we look forward to seeing your son.
All right.
We are live from the homecoming game of Fullerton College between Fullerton College and Grossmont, and I am here with Harry Taylor, father of Deshaun Taylor. Harry, tell me about your relationship with your son. How is it to be a father of a collegiate athlete?
Well, it's great. I'm happy for him. He's got a chance to go out and show his talent and live some of his dreams, you know, which is a good thing.
Did you play any football yourself when you were younger?
Well, I was a baseball player. I played a couple of years of baseball in college, and I know what it's like to be away from home. I thought it would be a good experience for him to come out to California and kind of learn his way around, and he's doing well at it.
Is there any tips that you gave him as a former athlete yourself?
Just be yourself, no matter what part of the country you're in. Just be yourself. You come from a good family. You come from good morals. Just be yourself and enjoy yourself at the same time.
Well, you're here for today's football game, so you're very supportive. Is there any other family members that come out with you to come support Deshaun?
Oh yeah, his grandfather came, his mom came, and his brother came as well.
Oh, okay, so big family. Tell me about your relationship. Do you guys ever talk about the games after, whether he wins or whether he loses?
Oh yeah, I think I talk about it more than he does. I give him a couple of days, but after the games, I usually call him and what happened, what you think happened, how do you feel about this, how you feel about that. I think we as parents go through it and worry about it more than they do themselves. So I have to browbeat him sometime to get his opinion out of it. But he's pretty good at it.
Is there anything that you two do together to work on his skills?
Oh yeah, I've been coaching him all his life up until high school. So he's a good athlete. We always play catch. His brother plays, and he's always been around sports all his life. So
What's his goals after college?
he really hadn't decided direction yet, as far as when he get out of school. Just to find a job, have a family, enjoy life.
Okay, well, good luck, Harry. Good luck to your son, Deshaun. That is Harry Taylor, father of Deshaun Taylor. I'm David Garcia, SportsNetUSA.net, 90.1 FM, KBPK.
So right now we're here with Kenny Barnes. Kenny, basketball season right around the corner. How big is the anticipation?
The anticipation is very big, man. It's a lot of good talent coming around and coming out to play against us. A lot of guys are going to be coming at us this year because we were good from last year when we only won 2 games the year before I came. So we're really looking good this year, and we're improving a lot of things. So I can't wait. Can't wait for the fun to come.
What's one of the things that you're looking forward to this year?
Not losing. That's what I'm looking for. But getting better every day. I can't wait to transfer out of here and get ready to go to a high major school, basically, because I'm ready for D1. Can't wait to get there, man.
Coach Perry, what has he been working on with you?
Perry's been my main attitude thing is rebounding. He's been working on a lot of us are rebounding. We got more bigger bigs this year. We got Kendall, he's coming in. He's about 6'9". We got John, he's about 6'9". So we improved in our height this year and rebounding and kicking the ball and pushing the ball faster, making the game faster at our pace for guys, so we can basically score more points this year.
Last year, defense was one of your guys' strong suits. What do you do to make you guys so good on defense?
Well, Perry will literally come in and practice, and if we're not playing defense, he'll put the ball away the whole practice. The whole practice. And we're sitting there playing defense, sitting in the stands, and he's not letting us up until we're in the stands every possession.
What's your favorite part of playing basketball?
Just being around competition. I love competition. I love competing. I love seeing who can be the best player, and I want to be the best player. And in order to do that is play against the competition, and in order to do that, you got to play against the competition. So that's the best thing about playing basketball.
Like in football, in basketball, Saddleback is that team that you got to beat. You can see the reaction on your face. Yeah. What are your thoughts with those games coming up against Saddleback?
I just can't wait to see what they got this year and what we have this year coming. Should be a really good game. I don't know what they have. I'm just unexpected about things, but I'm ready. I'm ready to compete.
Is there anyone that you look at and you say, that's the type of player I want to be?
Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, he's Chicago now, man. That's something to hear. That's really lit. But yeah, Dwayne Wade, really. I love my game, and he's around the basket a lot and getting to the rim and shooting mid-range and stuff like that. So that's one of the players I look at.
Thank you, Kenny. We look forward to your basketball season coming up.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hi, this is Avery Jordan here with SportsNetUSA.net and 90.1 FM KBBK. I'm here with Miss Wendy Ross. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Her son is D'Angelo Ross, number 3 on Fullerton College. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
So how long has D'Angelo been playing football?
He's been playing since he's been 4.
Okay, so he's been doing Pop Warner here. He's been in Long Beach. He's been
we from La Puente, California. So the San Gabriel Valley. Then he went into the SYFL league he's 19, so he played with SYFL for 12 years.
Okay, that's certainly a lot of football.
Yeah.
How many different positions has he played, do you know?
He's been a running back, and then when he got to high school, they turned him into a cornerback.
Okay, what made him decide to come to Fullerton College?
Well, he was at Fresno State. Just wasn't a good fit for him, the city itself. So he looked into some local colleges, found Fullerton. It was a fit for him. He came on down.
Now, has he always been a top-notch athlete and scholar?
Actually, he has. He was a 3.8 in high school, so he did get the reward for the athlete scholar, got the dinner. He has his AA now, so he's been that guy that can do the books and do the sports all at the same time.
Well, congratulations to him for having an AA, and congratulations to you for having an educated young son. I know it's a big deal as a parent.
Yes, it is.
Has he played any other sports growing up, or has it
He
always
played
been football?
No, he was a center fielder for baseball, but he gravitated to just football. He just wanted to be football. So high school, he played baseball, and then when he got to high school, he just focused on his football skills.
So it takes a lot of effort as a parent to be here and support your kid. Are you the type of mom that goes to every game?
Every game.
Every game?
Every game.
So you've never missed a single game. Were you the cheer coach mom growing up? You did.
I was the AD for football. I was the team mom. Then I was the cheer coach. Then I was I didn't miss a game. I tried not.
So you're a super mom.
I tried to be. I tried to be. But yeah, I just like to be supportive because kids, they come to the games, even especially the out-of-state kids. They know everybody's cheering for them, but when you got your parent and they're here just for you, I think it makes a big difference.
How does it make you feel seeing him out on the field, out on the college field?
Oh, I love it. I mean, he was just born for the game.
Mm-hmm.
I just love seeing him out. He's in his element. He loves being out here.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Once again, I'm Avery Jordan. This is Miss Wendy Ross. I'm Avery Jordan with SportsNetUSA.net and 90.1 FM KBPK.
So when Kenny talked about the bigs here at Fullerton College, he wasn't lying. We got Kendall Lauderdale and Jonathan Ross with us right now, basketball players for the Fullerton College Hornets. Now I'm going to ask you guys, playing the big position, it's not that easy. You got to get those rebounds. What's the hardest part of your position? We'll start over here.
The hardest part for me is guarding the 7-footers. That's a lot of body to be moving around, boxing out, having to move that body and box it out, and then get the rebound after that. It's pretty hard. So
for me, it's honestly just having to fight with, because I'm kind of a slim big, having to fight with bigger bigs, and keep them running so I can get them tired and end up getting rebounds, and that's how I kind of work.
How do you guys like Coach Barry's offense with the bigs?
His offense works really well. We aren't, just in the paint. We are all over the floor. We're mid-range to three-pointers. His offense is great for me, and as well as my teammate. We're pretty good.
Now I'm going to ask you, boxing out is one of the biggest things for a big. How do you make sure you're in position?
Usually I'm always where the ball needs to be. I get to open spots. I'm usually around the basket a lot, just hunting for the ball anyway. So I'm usually always there. So you'll know my presence is on the court and my man here.
Well, for me, I just kind of have to find a body because, as I said before, I'm kind of a small big, so I have to really fight with the bigger bigs just in order to get a box out. But I mean, I do my work early and then it pays off. And then
one of the biggest things for Coach Perry is defense. How much does he emphasize defense?
Man, Perry don't play around. He does not play around at all, man. If we miss one box out assignment, we run it off the back. Just off the back, we gonna run. He just doesn't play when it comes to defense, and that's what he works on us more in practice about. He doesn't worry about the offense because the offense will come. It's more about defense.
Yeah, Coach Perry with the defense. Coach Perry is a funny guy when it comes to defense, but his defense, it works. So we listen to it, but like my teammate said, the offense will come, and he's a big focus on defense, and we get better and better every day. So that's what's good about it.
So we've talked about size and positioning. Now I'm going to ask you guys, what's your favorite part of the position?
My favorite part of the position is just to run the floor and look for my teammates, and I know what to do in that position. So it brings me joy to know that I'm a forward that knows what he's doing, and my teammates rely on me to be in the game, and I depend on my teammates to depend on me, and that's what I love about it.
For me, I love every part of it. I like to have my man one-on-one in the post or outside, take him off the dribble. I love passing to my teammates. That's my number one thing. I just love to pass, because I know my teammates are gonna be there, and they know I'm gonna get it to them. So that's pretty much it.
Now let's say you guys got a one-on-one post up just outside the paint in the low block. What's the go-to move?
The go-to move for me is two dribble, jump stop in the paint, and a left shoulder, right jump hook. That's my money.
And I have two. It's my patented hook shot, or it's that face up off the glass. And then,
Well, thank you guys. We look forward to seeing you guys during the basketball season.
Hi, this is Jason Birch with SportsNetUSA.net and 90.1 FM KBPK. I'm here with Melvin Grace, who was DeAndre McNeil's Pee Wee coach. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was DeAndre's Pee Wee coach, a.k.a. Country Black. Don't be mad, DeAndre, but that's what I said.
We were talking before, and you were saying how McNeil has actually been recruited since a young age. So
yes, sir.
He got recruited here to Fullerton College, but that was nothing new to him.
No, that was not new to them. DeAndre was recruited at 8 years old. In our city of Mesquite, there's 32 elementary schools, and you have to play with the school that you go to. And he was the top athlete at his class, at his school. So you can recruit one kid out of an area code. And I asked DeAndre, I said, hey, man, if you're tired of getting beat up, you can come on over here with us. And he actually told his grandma, and his grandma said no. Miss McNeil, she said no. And then he said, Mom, I'm tired of getting beat up, man. I want to get on over there and learn some football. So he came over there with us, and he's been winning championships ever since. And he's a good kid, great athlete. And it's funny because I moved down here to take care of my dad, and come to find out he's at Fullerton Community College. So I'm happy to get to see him again.
And what did you see out of DeAndre as a 9-year-old?
As a 9-year-old, I saw pure talent. I mean, I just knew that the kid was a special athlete, and if you get a bunch of special athletes playing with special athletes, you're only going to get a special athlete. So that's what you guys have now.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. I'm Jason Birch with SportsNetUSA.net and 90.1 FM KBPK.
Did we do good?
So right now we're here with two more basketball Hornets. You got Dylan Reese and Nigel Carter. Now, how do you guys describe yourself in terms of a basketball player?
Describe myself as how do I describe myself? Lengthy, shooter, somewhat like a Swiss Army knife, and do a little bit of everything.
Just someone that can make plays on both ends of the floor, offensively, defensively, a team first kind of guy, and just do whatever's necessary, whatever's asked. So.
Last year, Coach Perry really emphasized making sure that the ball moved around the horn. How do you guys practice that?
Just trying to be unselfish. We're all pretty close, like we're friends, so everyone just gets a chance to share the ball. So just pretty much just do that.
Yeah, like I said, I think it all starts with our off-the-court relationships. Everybody's willing to distribute the ball. Everybody else gets some love. Everybody wants each other to succeed.
With conference games going towards the middle of the season, how do you guys make sure that you don't look ahead in the schedule but focus on game one?
Just take it one day at a time, one practice at a time, focus on each game, prepare for each game each day. So our coach will help us with that. So that's not too hard.
Just cherish it all. Just know that it's not guaranteed. Don't take anything for granted. So every game, just gotta just play like it's your last. Pretty much.
What made you guys choose to be Fullerton College Hornets?
Honestly, just playing for Perry. He's a great coach actually. He pushes us really hard and just want to be a winner. Just want to win. He's always won, so it just trickled down to us in this program. So pretty much that.
I saw Fullerton College kind of as a challenge, and I knew if I could get through that challenge, then whatever came after that, I'd be ready for.
Well, thank you guys. We look forward to seeing you guys during the basketball season. So right now we're with the defensive line coach here at Fullerton College, Coach Brian Burks. Coach Burks, how does an intense game like Saturdays against Grossmont help your defensive line?
We're undefeated, and so they want to do anything they can to remain undefeated. And Saddleback is thinking, you know what, we lost that one against Golden West. That's a fluke. And we're going to do what we can to get this win. So that kind of gives them that motivation, that enthusiasm to stay hot, keep the enthusiasm, keep the intensity, knowing that we get a chance to stay undefeated, and two, that they're going to try to keep us from being undefeated. So that's going to keep that competitive nature up. So we try to use that as fuel. They're going to try to knock you off your pedestal. You know, this is the #1 team, the formerly #1 ranked team. They just recently named us #1. This is going to be a real good game, so we got to be focused. So.
When you talk about focus, how do you make sure that it is about focus on the game and curb the enthusiasm just a little?
Making sure that we stick to what we do best, lining up correctly, knowing our assignments and executing it. At the same time, while we're doing that, still bring the intensity and still bring the excitement. You know, we don't want to get out of our character of not doing what we're supposed to do from week in and week out. We want to make sure we do everything we've been doing from the spring until now, and we want to just continue to limit the mistakes.
When you look at your defensive line from preseason to now, what do you think has been their greatest progression?
They get better every week. They watch film. They talk to each other. What I like about it is that they communicate with each other over our film system huddle. And they hold each other accountable for things that they either messed up on or they miscued. And so we have a system amongst our D linemen that we hold each other accountable for their actions and for the way they play. And we just been doing that. So we just try to make it simple.
Tyler Stepney and Quentin Yance have been big for you so far this season. How do you keep their skill set up while you're going through a tough season?
Continue to treat them like they're not our best players. You know what I mean? Continue to stay on them. Continue to drill them. Continue to hold them accountable for making sure they line up right. Continue to hold them accountable for making sure they execute. And continue to stay on them for making plays. We just try to treat everybody the same way. We don't want to make sure that put them in the box away from everybody else. We want to make sure we just stay on them like we've been staying on them the whole time, continue to preach to them, do the right thing, line up correctly, because like during practice time, they do have those mistakes, and try to keep their energy and tell them to kind of disperse it with everybody. So it's just try to keep everything the same, you know what I mean? We don't want to do anything out of the box, out of the ordinary, no matter what's going on right now.
Thank you, Coach. We look forward to your game against Saddleback.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me, guys. You have a good one.
So once again, Fullerton College gets the win on Saturday against Grossmont. Fullerton College 79, Grossmont 18. With the win, Fullerton College improves to 6-0 on the season, and they are now ranked #1 in the state of California. Up next, it's Saddleback, the former #1 team in the state and the team that knocked Fullerton out of playoff contention last year. So Fullerton College wants that revenge, but they're going to have to do it in Gaucho country as they have to go down to Saddleback to play against the Gauchos on Saturday. And when you talk about Saddleback, their last game was against Golden West, another team here on SportsNetUSA.net. What happened? The Golden West Rustlers pull off the upset. Golden West came into the game at 1-4. Saddleback was 5-0. Now Saddleback's 5-1 because Golden West lined up for a field goal with 2 seconds remaining, and Quentin Conaway was able to kick it through the uprights. It was good, and all of a sudden, Golden West is now at 2-4, and they knock down the #1 seeded Saddleback Gauchos. Also here on SportsNetUSA.net, well, you have Los Angeles Valley College football here on SportsNetUSA.net. Right now, they're sitting at 6-0 as well, and they are #1 in the American Conference. In fact, they're now ranked number 15 in the state of California out of the American Conference. Coming up this Saturday, they're going to have to go up against Allen Hancock in an intra-league matchup. Also here on SportsNetUSA.net, Sacramento City College football. on SportsNetUSA.net. Their last game, they ended up taking the victory in Northern California. Right now, they are ranked number 8 in Northern California, and in the overall rankings in state, they're ranked number 17. I am Ryan Osborn, and this has been the Coaches Show on SportsNetUSA.net.